my goodness!
The season has been absolutely chaotic so far, and we got 2 hours of the most dramatic events that started right from day one. With no PG and Kawhi on the Clippers, the Beard got the keys now, and he's running the entire show for this team.
Harden with 5 to shoot, looking to shake Jones, now with 3, spinning, falling away, it's gone! James Harden ties the game at 101.
On the other end, KD wants to go one-on-one against Harden, but slips and takes a nasty fall on the court. So the ball comes to Allen, who must fire away an off-balance 3 and misses it. And you already know who's got the ball for the Clippers, as James Harden goes straight at Durant, shakes him, and gets the foul. Now all of a sudden, Phoenix is the one who's trailing. So finally, it was KD's turn to respond.
Durant trying to drive at a timer at 6, spinning into the lane. Doubled by Harden. Durant gets the shot away and hits it to tie the game at 103.
Ty Lue decides not to use his final timeout and lets his team go freestyle for the win.
5 seconds to go. Now Jones on the switch has Harden. 3 seconds. Harden driving. Puts up the shot for the win. No good. And we go to overtime in the first ever game at the Intuit Dome.
And OT started with a bang on both sides.
Harden with 28, 7 assists, 12 rebounds. Harden with a kick to Jones. Jones in his Clipper debut drills a 3. He was terrific for the Mavericks on their run to the finals last year, and a big shot here in overtime. Red behind the stripe. Boom!
The pressure of the moment, however, produced an ugly 2-minute period for both teams, filled with turnovers, tough shots, and free throws.
Harden at the elbow, lost the ball, turned it over. Tyus Jones ahead to Durant. Good look from 3. Not there.
And it was Derrick Jones Jr. again for LA, who stopped the bleeding with this tough layup in transition to make it a 2-point game. With Booker out with 6 fouls and KD struggling in overtime, it was Bradley Beal stepping up for the Suns and taking over. The ending, however, was tough as neither team could knock out the other. So we got the same scenario as in regulation. Last possession, no timeout called, LA ball.
The Clippers have a timeout, will they use it? Harden lost it for a moment, gathers, drives, contact, foul. He'll go to the line to try to tie the game.
Great job by James Harden going inside and forcing the foul, but now he has to stay cool and hit his free throws in order to tie the game.
% a year ago at the line, and he hits the first one. Harden caught fire in the third, now a chance to tie the game. In and out.
But he misses the second free throw and now they have to foul.
Got that one. Timeout, Ty Lue.
The thriller continues as the home team has one final shot to save this game.
Now here's Harden, and he lost the ball. He couldn't handle it, and the Suns escape with a 116-113 win in overtime.
Despite the support of the packed brand new arena, LA falls short in the opener. And we got a similar nail-biter in Utah, where Ja Morant and company had complete control in the fourth and it looked like a game over. But what followed was one of the craziest 1-minute sequences you'll see.
Clarkson feeling it, lobs it inside, and Kessler rocks the rim. Timeout Memphis.
During the offseason.
Disruptive that shot by Bane. Jazz running to Markkanen, gives it up. Hendricks, got it.
That's trust right there.
Opening night, Markkanen trying to go coast to coast. Got it, and one. Count it.
In just about 65 seconds, it's an 11-0 run and a tie game. Unbelievable. And it stayed that way until the finish, where Ja Morant started doing some absurd things.
Morant through the lane, hangs to a cutting Aldama. He reverses it up and in.
The hang time is absolutely amazing.
Morant crossing over, attacking, hanging. Aldama got it again.
This is unreal. He's just sitting in midair forever. That hang time is hard to believe. And for Jazz fans, this was also hard to believe that it went in.
Oh man. Marcus Smart with a circus shot, put the brakes onto the paint.
And saving the best for last was their leader, announcing that he's finally back.
2-man game with Bane.
Oh, wow.
Going behind the back, attacking,
wow.
hanging, and hitting.
wow.
Oh my word. What a play by Morant. It's a 5-point lead.
A jaw-dropping move by Morant, but Brandon Miller took it a step higher for the poster.
21.
Brandon Miller! First dunk of the year!
Timely cut from from the weak side. The pass by LaMelo got it on the runway, and it was over after that.
But Miller stayed in the locker room with an injury in the second half, so it was Trey Mann and LaMelo Ball battling on the road, trying to erase a double-digit deficit. And boy, did they.
Van Vliet, Şengün, and Smith. Oh, look at that. That's how you start a quarter. Miles Bridges.
No doubt.
Nasty pullback by Mann. Then he completes it by making the triple. A chance to spoil the Rockets' opening night. Nasty pullback three there by Mann.
How gutsy is Trey Mann?
And in the clutch, the exclamation point from LaMelo.
For number one! Oh, welcome back to the purple and teal!
A true superstar performance from Ball with 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists when his team needed him the most. But things were by far the most chaotic in Portland, where the Pelicans superstar duo of Zion and Ingram had their worst nightmare come true in the first half, combining for a horrific 4 for 19 from the field. The Blazers played some phenomenal defense, especially on Zion.
6 of 16 of the Blazers, a respectable 37%. Get it out, Ayton with a block.
And on the other end, Jeremy Grant was lighting it up from downtown, building up a double-digit lead for Portland that went as high as 16 before the break.
Jeremy Grant on fire. Jeremy Grant's hit 4 out of 5 attempts out there. He's got 18. Blazers up 15. Wow.
And by the end of the third, Portland still had the control and the crowd hyped.
Zion Williamson the other way. Batted in play, but right to Denny Obvious. Got a 2-on-1 cooking. Murray to the cup for the two-hand jam.
But in moments of complete desperation for the Pelicans, an unlikely hero would rise.
Jordan Hawkins having himself a game. Keeping the heart beating for the Pelicans. 4 of 6 from 3. He's got 16 coming off the bench.
In just about 3 minutes, Jordan Hawkins scored 12 points and brought his teammates back into the game, allowing them to continue and come all the way back in this one.
To CJ McCollum. Shoot 3 up and in. Here come the Pels. Ace, that hurts. Offensive rebound Pelicans. Reload for CJ McCollum. Running right-hander up and in. Tied ball game at 91.
This would set things up for a frenetic finish, with teams trading blow for blow in the last few minutes of the game. And with half a minute to go, Portland had a chance to take the lead, but then
Simons, 34 seconds remaining. Crossing over into the lane. Tied up by CJ McCollum. And a jump ball.
what a perfect defensive stop by CJ McCollum when it mattered the most, completely locking up Simons for the jump ball. And he came up huge again by winning the tip, allowing Ingram to go one-on-one at the end.
Now attached is Simons. Ingram trying to make a move. Spins into a flailing fall-away. Knocked it down. Pelicans take the lead on a falling, twisting shot from Ingram.
Ingram finally redeems himself, but there was still time left, and the Pelicans needed a stop to secure this win. And man, they sure got it in the best possible way.
The other side as he tries to get there. Blocked by Herb and Zion. Pels escape. That beat the Blazers.
And that's why Herb Jones is first team on defense.
Wow, what a comeback and perfect defense in the finish from New Orleans to secure the win on the road. But the refereeing in Indiana was far from perfect. A huge blunder by the referees. But first, you need to see Haliburton ending Lowry's career.
Go! Oh! Yeah! He not only knocked it down, Lowry was sitting out of bounds.
Moving on to the controversy now. After this air ball by Miles Turner and the offensive rebound by the Pacers, the shot clock is reset as if the ball touched the rim. So normally, the Philly bench reacts to the refs. And after reviewing and acknowledging the fact that the shot clock shouldn't have been reset, the refs rewarded Indiana with another 6-second possession anyway. Wait, what? Nick Nurse is furious, and he has every right to be, because after the offensive rebound, the Pacers already had the ball for longer than 6 seconds, so you cannot just forget about that and let them have a redo, can you?
Nick Nurse understandably furious because he, as I think we both expected it to be Sixers ball, instead 6 more seconds for the Pacers, which is confusing because they used at least 6 seconds because the shot clock was then down to 5.
Yeah, he's just trying to remind him of the scenario before the play stopped. Just helping the cause.
On top of that, they teed up Nick Nurse for arguing, so Indiana gets a free throw and a whole 14 seconds as a present from the refs, and Nembhard uses the opportunity to get his team up by 5 with a minute and a half remaining.
Yeah, that's the advantage, but they missed the free throw. Here's Nembhard, banks it in!
On the other side, Tyrese Maxey is being doubled way out here, so he gets rid of it, and Kelly Oubre does a great job of going hard at Nesmith and hits the jumper. Halliburton gets the switch he likes, easily blows by, but a great recovery by Eric Gordon as he knocks the ball out of his hands, and now the Sixers have a chance to tie the game with a 3. And watch what happens next. The same referee tries to compensate things and calls a foul here on Nembhard on what was a clean defense in my opinion. Please let me know in the comments what you think about both situations. Anyway, Philly quickly turned things around.
Pacers need a basket, give them some breathing room, and it's stripped away. Martin, and Philly has the lead.
And Drummond comes up huge defensively with another steal, and now Indiana has to foul. Maxey stays calm and hits both free throws, but then
Maxey hits both, no timeout Pacers, they trail by 3.
Plenty of time.
Will Philadelphia foul? That's the question. Halliburton double pumps a 3 and hit it!
Yeah.
What a shot by Tyrese to force overtime, blowing the roof off of the arena. But Maxey and company weren't too rattled by this, so in the closing seconds, they have a 3-point lead and foul Nesmith, not allowing a potential 3-point shot. Remember that because another catastrophic moment is just about to happen. Maxey gets fouled again, but this time he splits the free throws, so now it's only a 2-point game. So watch this debacle.
43 for Maxey. 8 seconds to play. It's a 2-point game.
Get him an early screen. Oh, he fouled him with 2 fouls. They thought they were up 3. He fouls him and puts him on the foul line.
Martin didn't look at the scoreboard.
Caleb Martin pulls off the J.R. Smith completely unaware of the score, a move that could cost him and his team, but thankfully... And Tyrese misses the second one on purpose, but Philly secures the rebound and Maxey ices the game, bailing out both Martin and the referees for their horrific mistakes. However, the fiasco night continues and nobody could bail out Ben Simmons for his signature move, which is being afraid of the basket.
About Cam Thomas.
Oh, Simmons bounces it away. Simmons shovels, gets it back.
He has to go to the basket.
Yeah.
Get it and go. Go, Ben. Go right at the basket and attack. And the shoveling to Cam Johnson is just too much.
Thing is, as big of a mess as this was, the Bucks themselves are the real disaster here for losing 2 in a row from the Bulls and the Nets. And Phoenix did not want to lose 2 in a row against LA, so...
Deep 3 on the way over Hachimura. Splashdown. Timeout LA.
This would set us up for a wild ride all the way to the finish, and you know who's handling things in the clutch.
Durant working on the smaller Vincent, raising up from 18. Yes.
They come up with the high screen. They switch it, and he's got a small.
Oh, it goes one way, then the other. Little windshield wiper.
LeBron saw the game slipping away, and he knew he had to do something.
2 minutes to play. LeBron on its way, got it!
And down by 3, JJ Redick nearly lost his mind yelling at the referees for what he thought was an obvious foul.
James, bounce, Reeves, Davis, can't score, no foul! Wow. So AD got hit, they don't call it.
He got pushed in the back by Bradley Beal.
Yeah, and he started rubbing his eye. Oh, there it is. That's where his eye, you see that from his hand?
But they got another chance, and JJ drew up a masterpiece. A lob for LeBron, and with all the attention on him, Reeves curls around the AD screen for a wide open 3-point look.
Kick it across to Reeves, off the screen, gets the look, no.
Austin just misses it, but the Lakers execute a perfect defensive possession when it matters the most to allow themselves another chance to save this game. And another great play for LeBron to get open, but he slips, allowing just enough time for KD to recover and foul, not allowing the 3. So with no timeouts remaining, James did what he had at the end.
Take a timeout.
Oh, LeBron tries to miss it on purpose. It's loose, and Phoenix is going to win the game. Going to win the game as Beal dribbles it out.
An exciting finish to this game, but this was nowhere near the absolute madness in Toronto.
That is a
tough, vicious foul, and Scotty Barnes not liking it. Westbrook, and now Gordon coming over, and the Raptors trying to hold back Gordon.
The Nuggets were down by 8 with 80 seconds to go, staring at a horrific 0-3 start to the season. What followed, however, was the most insane minute of basketball so far this season.
Big possession here for Denver. Got to have one here.
Could be the ball game.
Jokic in the lane, turn, shoot, got it. 31 for Joker. And the Nuggets now starting to press up.
Right there, he's in a spot.
Barnes in on Murray, put it up, no! Rebound, got to have it! Nuggets get it. Murray's got it. Murray. Around the screen he goes. Snap it underneath the Westbrook, who scores!
Unbelievable. The Nuggets are back in this one, and with this miss, Toronto keeps it a one-possession game. And at this point, Nikola Jokic is going hero mode, trying to save Denver in this game. This is where you differentiate a champion from a young and inexperienced team, because the Raptors missed another free throw, setting the stage for the complete chaos in the end.
Into Murray. 8 seconds, clock is ticking. Jokic, 5 to shoot, hand off to Murray. Murray around everybody, lay it up and into tie! With 0.3 of a second remaining, and we are going to overtime. What a move by the Canadian Blue Arrow!
In an astonishing turn of events, the Nuggets complete the comeback and force overtime. So with all the momentum on Denver's side, this was almost expected to happen.
Nuggets by 3 here in overtime. Jokic, a 3! Bury it! And they do. Mitchell missed it. Tip, no! Flying was Abaji. Murray to Jokic, score it!
8-point lead and pretty much game over, I thought. But man, was I wrong.
Brady finds Mitchell, the three! Mitchell knocks it down! Gordon with 15 and 11. RJ going right to the left.
All of a sudden, the Nuggets are clinging to a slight lead, but with a chance to finally ice the game. And this is the culmination of the entire delirium.
9 on the shot clock. Murray around Jokic. Give it to Jokic. Into the corner. Brown. No good. Raptors have it. 8 seconds to go. 2 to tie. Barrett launches. No good. No good. It's over. And the Denver Nuggets have won it.
What in the world did we just watch? The wildest game of the season without question. The Nuggets run away from Toronto with the win in an absolute thriller, and the intensity is just now going to a whole new level, as Paolo Banchero showed us what it looks like when an NBA player unlocks God mode.
Banchero gets downhill, runs right up the back of Isaiah Jackson. Banchero, one-on-one against Siakam. He'll take the jumper. He hits nothing but net.
Paolo dominated each and every opponent that the Pacers had in front, as there was no stopping him.
The size difference is significant, and Banchero is dialed in, folks. Both ends of the floor. One-on-one against Nembhard. Jumper on its way. Nothing but net. He says, you can't stop me.
A mind-blowing 50-point performance for Banchero, keeping Orlando in the game and giving them a chance for the win and the finish. But it wouldn't be easy.
Halliburton fakes the three, sidesteps. Well, he took a little hop and knocked it down.
So you know who the Magic give the ball to. Thing is, with all the attention on him, Paolo is trusting his teammates and they deliver.
Suggs fakes, Suggs to Black. 3-point shot, Black. He drills it!
The arena explodes and all they need now is one stop to seal the win.
Nembhard to Turner. Facing, fire. No good. Big rebound.
And who better to put the icing on the cake with his 50th point than Banchero himself, securing the win for Orlando and a career high in front of his home fans. Next, we got 2 electric games, but the one in Minnesota had the potential of being historic because
Edwards one-on-one with Thompson. Makes his move. Oh, that's crafty!
the very first possession was a sign for things to come, but nobody had an idea that Edwards was about to go nuclear.
Shooting struggles from last night.
Oh, Anthony Edwards is putting on an offensive exhibition. Run out for DiVincenzo. Goes behind the back with the razzle-dazzle dribble. Edwards got it. Anthony Edwards is
unconscious. Marshall defending Edwards. Gobert the screen. Edwards. Oh, this is ridiculous! Anthony Edwards is in a different stratosphere.
In an unreal start to this game, Edwards was like a man possessed, scoring 24 points in the first quarter on 80% from the field. Using my elite math skills, I quickly realized that Ant was on a pace to score 96 in this game. All jokes aside though, considering the circumstances, Dallas hung in there pretty well and were down by only 8 after the first 12 minutes. And in the second, the Mavs gave Kyrie a running start, curling on the perimeter, getting a pass from the big man. This would get him going, so then in transition,
Brown knocks it free, turnover. Doncic ahead, Irving lines it up, booking a three.
And Luka kept hunting for his preferred matchup, and when the switch was made, he exploited it time after time to get the bucket or the assist.
Standing in that series, that tag team of big guys gets lost sometimes in that.
Lupus slam for Lively.
Meanwhile, Edwards followed his insane 24 with a whopping 0 points in the second, but it wasn't like the Mavs defense locked him up. In fact, this was his only shot attempt. He wasn't firing away heat checks or anything like that, and just stood on the side for most of the second quarter watching the rest of his teammates. Maybe it was fatigue, or maybe he wanted the others to also get into a rhythm. And it didn't help that he also got a small injury towards the end of the half either. In the meantime, with the help of the role players, the Mavs came all the way back, and from there, it was a game of runs from both teams, with the Timberwolves starting out hot in the second half.
They were acquired last season. Conley connects. Randall, one-on-one. Thompson there defensively. Randall gets the roll. 7-0 run for Minnesota. Randall kick. Conley, does he have another? Yes, a three.
The arena was buzzing, but they had no idea that Dallas was about to go lights out from downtown.
Reload here for Dallas. Corner. Kyrie, bottom, a three. 13th turnover for the Timberwolves. Irving loads it up, knocks it down. Dallas goes back in front by one. Lively back in for Dallas. The cut by Doncic. Wild pass to the corner. Highlight. Dinwiddie nails the three. Luka Doncic with the blind feed. Marshall the curl. Kick. Grimes ready position. Got a three. Timeout Timberwolves.
This was the catalyst to a monster 32-13 run for the rest of the quarter and a 10-point lead going into the fourth. But the Timberwolves would not surrender, so this became a shootout in the finish, with the entire Minnesota lineup going against Luka and Kyrie, who pulled all the strings for Dallas.
Irving against Randall, works his way in for two. He is a magician. One-on-one with Randall. Irving shows it, fires it, and hits. Kyrie Irving got him. Wow. Irving bounces Washington around the horn. Now it's Doncic. Off the dribble drive, Doncic. Oh, man, chef's kiss.
And Doncic saved the best for last.
Timer is down to 5. Doncic can't find any space. 3 seconds. 2. Deep one. Doncic.
Oh my gosh.
Bingo! Luka Doncic! It brings you back to the Western Conference Finals when he was jawing with the Timberwolves fans. He is the Don.
Doncic causes PTSD to every Minnesota fan with yet another dagger in this building. And speaking of that, Nuggets fans were also in shock watching their team fall in a 17-point deficit to another likely lottery team after barely getting out alive against the Raptors just 24 hours prior.
Schroeder trying to tell a story with his eyes to Williams. His three is good for Brooklyn. Here's Milton teeing it up. He gets it to go.
Michael Malone's team knew that they'd have to chip away little by little, so given the situation, the Nuggets did the best they could and cut the lead down to single digits before halftime.
Jokic draws two. Brown in the corner, connects.
And in the third, Denver continued to put the pressure on the Nets, and
here comes Jokic, serving it ahead. Murray's three, he got it. Timeout Brooklyn, and Jordi Fernandez upset. Here's Jokic, backing down, draws two, dumps it underneath to Gordon for the reverse.
But despite coming all the way back, the Nuggets never managed to shake off Brooklyn, and as much as they hated it, they got themselves into a tough spot once again.
Shoveling it back. Thomas thought about the three, drives and lays. Nets back in front by one. 5 to shoot, 4 to shoot. Thomas,
So with their backs against the wall, Denver had a deja vu moment trying to stay alive with the same go-to play, a back down by Jokic.
Agreed. Here's Jokic. Crab dribbling down. Jokic gets into the paint. Can't hit the lay. The tip is good.
And just like last game, their opponents gave them a chance with a missed free throw at the end. So then...
into Jokic. Denver played an overtime game last night. Jokic bustling in and tying it at 125. Too easy for the three-time MVP.
Jokic ties the game, but there's still time left for the Nets and a chance to win the game.
Ball in Schroeder's hands. 4 seconds left. Schroeder makes his move to the corner. Finney-Smith. No! And we have overtime.
Finney-Smith once again bails out the Nuggets, missing a wide-open three-pointer for the win, sending this one to overtime. And once they got there, Denver knew how to seal the deal.
Here's Jokic. Finds Porter, cutting and finishing.
Take their time.
18 boards for Jokic now. Murray, runner, banks in.
Plays like this, along with clutch free throw shooting and Brooklyn's inability to stop them without fouling, ultimately saved Denver, and they're now at a 2-2 start that could have easily been 0-4, and their fans are disturbed by this ugly beginning. The drama continues. In a rematch of the conference finals, the Pacers dominated Boston throughout the entire game, having a lead as big as 24 points, and this was a game over, a 12-point lead with just 2.5 minutes to go. But this is when it gets wild.
He's a superstar.
White from deep laces the three. White against Mathurin. Got him in the air and cashed out. It's down to a 7-point lead, and now full court pressure. The steal by White. Toppin gave it away. Pritchard one more to Tatum. He drives it, and a foul going to go against Nesmith.
All of a sudden, it's a 5-point game and there's plenty of time to play, but Boston won't stop there.
The steal, Brown at the other end, takes flight, and the surging defense by the Celtics has it to within 3. They double-team Siakam on the baseline. Shepherd blocked by Keita, 1 on the shot clock. Halliburton. And the Celtics have numbers, a 2-on-1. Tatum steps through, fouled by Halliburton. He'll go to the free throw line.
Oh my goodness, the Celtics stormed back into this game, going on an 11-0 run in the last 2 minutes. And finally, Halliburton makes this one to stop the bleeding.
Halliburton with the yo-yo move. Got it! Tyrese, clutch. 3-point ball game.
But just 6 seconds later, all hell breaks loose because...
for the tie, Tatum! We're knotted at 124. 13 seconds to play.
Jason Tatum doesn't even blink on this three, leaving the entire arena in shock. And Indiana's out of timeout, so they have to play this out.
No timeout. They're going to play it on. White on Halliburton. The crossover. The launch for the win. And we'll go to overtime.
Tyrese tries the same double pump shot like the one he hit 3 days ago against Philly to force overtime, but now he comes up short, so the Pacers go into yet another thriller ending. In OT, however, the hometown hero delivered on the expectations.
Halliburton guarded by White with 13 on the clock. Halliburton over Keita, tough shot. Tyrese Halliburton has shown up.
On the other side, Boston's top dogs Tatum and Brown went ice cold in overtime, so the Celtics leaned on none other than Derek White to complete the mission.
Tatum with the mismatch, now they doubled him. White, they put the Pacers in rotation. Halliburton on White. At guard screening action. White turns the corner, got to the rim, and that's going to be goaltending.
Look at White acting like Allen Iverson in the clutch, calling the screen and going all the way to the hoop to put Boston up by 2 with 40 seconds to go. So the Pacers had to go to the most experienced guy on the floor, Pascal Siakam.
Goes into Siakam, working against Brown in the mid-post. Got to his spot, knocks it down, and ties the game.
We got another tie, and the plot thickens when on the Tatum miss, Shepherd gets the rebound but 3 Celtics surround him, and the refs call for a jump ball, totally ignoring Rick Carlisle, who was trying to call a timeout before that.
Jump ball first or a timeout? Rick Carlisle was trying to get a timeout. Ed Malloy called jump ball.
Carlisle was screaming timeout. He was actually out on the floor, but a great job by McConnell to keep that ball alive so Shepherd could grab it.
Luckily for Indy, Siakam gets the ball off the tip, and now they have a chance to win it.
White on Halliburton. Siakam with the ghost screen.
Brown switches on to Halliburton. Siakam for the lead. Pacers lead.
Pascal Siakam drains the dagger over White and sends the arena into delirium. With 6 seconds left, Jaylen Brown had a chance to tie the game but threw an air ball, and what happened at the end got everyone in the building going home with a smile. Well, everyone except the Celtics, of course.
And there's the old okey-doke. Tyrese Halliburton getting a little help from his Olympic teammate Derek White to put this game on ice.
In Cleveland, however, it was the entire fan base and organization welcoming the James family before tip-off, but when the actual game started, they were not so kind anymore.
Last season he was up over 40%. Darius Garland has an answer. For this first half, Hachimura got rejected by Allen as Jared can do that too.
Cleveland blew away the Lakers in a wire-to-wire win despite Bronny's heroic efforts at the end of the game.
James, guarded by Tyson, steps back, and Bronny James has his first points in the NBA.
All jokes aside though, all of a sudden the Cavs are the best team in the NBA with a 5-0 record, with Jarrett Allen's monster 20 points and 17 rebound game and Mobley's 25 points in just 19 minutes on an incredibly efficient 12 of 16 shooting. But speaking of big men, last night was all about the quiet beef between Chet and Wemby and their face-off in OKC.
What happens when you bring up Chet to Victor?
Well, Chet is not exactly Candyman, but Victor will not even say the man's name.
The hype was real, so Holmgren and his teammates completely shut down Wembanyama, limiting him to a career-low 6 points and only 1 field goal. Even more astonishing, he was only able to attempt 5 shots at the basket.
Got free throws out of it and he knocked down both of them.
Great anticipation. The Thunder been making life miserable on Wemby throughout the course of the night.
Wembanyama will try it again. Same result.
And for Chet, it was the complete opposite because...
And it's hard to believe, folks. He's just in his second season.
Holmgren looking to spin after catching up the three. Holmgren wants the three and got the three.
Despite all of these hyped matchups and marquee teams, the most insane game was probably the one between Chicago and the Magic, with a finish that is unlike anything you've seen.
To tie the game! No! Tip to Giddey! And he's fouled with 1/10 of a second left! And the Bulls are gonna hold on!
The Bulls get the stop and get fouled with 0.1 on the clock, which is pretty much a guaranteed win. Giddey misses the first and is instructed to miss the second as well, as time would run out on the rebound, but he decides to pad his point total and makes it. Regardless, in the NBA, you need 0.3 seconds for a catch and shoot, so that's probably what he's explaining here. Chicago got this one in the bag. But the Magic still go for a miracle though, and this happens.
To finally close the book on Sisyphus, it does not count. It's the Trent Tucker rule. There must be 0.3 on the clock to be able to make a catch and shoot three.
Paolo is furious, but he's got no right to protest. This is laid by every rule in the books. An interesting but a weird end to this game. And we witnessed another bizarre ending in LA. With huge plays on both ends and the lead changing from one team to the other, a crazy finish was in store for us. But it was a different type of crazy.
What a shot! What a game! Harden into Zoo out of the timeout, misses the dunk, whistle foul, he'll go to the line for 2.
Zubac misses the dunk, but he's fouled and goes to the line. However, he misses both free throws as well. Thing is, he makes up for it on the other end.
Backs on Zoo. Blocked by Zoo, recovered by Zoo, and he saves it.
A crazy sequence that ends with another chance for Portland in the finish, and they go for the dagger to seal the game.
Ayton for the dagger. Rebound Jones. Timeout called. It's a 1-point game.
Wow, no team can score a bucket for an entire minute and 45 seconds when it matters the most. Thing is, if the Clippers break this, they win the game.
The lob to Zoo is deflected by Ayton. And the Blazers win.
Man, you rarely see a bizarre finish like this with no points on either end. Speaking of bizarre, the Heat raised a banner in honor of Bam Adebayo's Olympic medal. Wait, what? First they retired MJ's jersey without him ever playing for this team. Now we got this banner, and next thing you know, they might honor me if I reach 1 million subscribers, so hit that button as we go straight to crunch time, where Miami could pretty much secure the win with a stop here, but things get interesting.
The Heat lead by 5. Great drive and attack in the drift to the baseline as Tyler beats his man Terry Rozier wide open.
Oh my, DeRozan comes back with a 3 and the foul.
And with a chance to take the lead, DeRozan goes again, but this time
Spacing the floor and letting DeRozan go one-on-one against Tyler.
Tyler got the steal. DeRozan with a takedown foul. Biggest play of the game on the defensive end for Tyler Hero.
So now the Kings have to score on this possession, and boy do they.
In the game, DeRozan against Butler. Loose ball. Now it's Monk. Look out! Monk with a ferocious flying slam dunk.
All Sacramento needs now is just one stop, and they can go for the win, but nobody could have predicted the chaos that we got at the end.
Here we go, game about to be decided.
Here's De'Aaron working against Larson. Spins, pulls for the win, comes off. Sabonis for the win! It's in with .7!
What a sequence! Sabonis secures the win for Sacramento, and the Heat may honor him with a banner for this shot. Jokes aside, that was crazy, but the ending in Phoenix was just as intense. With Paul George finally playing, Philly had a 1-point lead in the clutch. And here we go.
Now to get the switch, Maxey closing out on the crossover. Durant, tough elbow fade. KD, Trey, Suns with the lead.
The Sixers stay aggressive, and Maxey gets fouled as he goes to the line but misses the second. And with a tie game, you know who's got the ball.
7 on the shot clock. Yabusele stepping out. Durant dribble past him with a finger run to the rim.
KD with a huge bucket for the lead in the closing seconds. So with a game on the line, the ball is in PG's hands.
George handling the rock. 5 on the clock. Step back inside the stripe. Won't get it. Rebound tapped out. Reload, Maxey. No. Wow. Suns hang on and win it.
Phoenix survives in a nail-biter, and things are just now heating up because the shootout in Cleveland was absolutely bonkers.
Lillard bounces off to Portis. Portis lost the ball. Mitchell's there. Up ahead to Garland. He has Mobley. He'll lay it up and lay it in. Garland ties this game at 106.
And Garland was not done with his crazy flip shots.
He'll back up, crossed over, Green gets inside, he floats and scores!
Little did we know that this would start a deadly shootout between him and Damian Lillard, as he uses every trick in his arsenal to shake off Allen, who by the way plays terrific defense, but Dame is an elite shot maker, and he would prove that even more on the next possession.
ISO, going to work again, step back 3. Oh, brother.
All of a sudden, the Cavs are down 3, and with the pressure on him, Garland goes for his third giant-killing floater in the finish.
Garland gets loose to the basket. He puts it up and in.
The entire arena now knows where the danger is coming from, so the Cavs try to get the ball out of Dame's hands, and they succeed, forcing a backcourt violation. So Darius smells blood, and he does this.
With 36 points in his back pocket. Angles off an Allen screen, steps back for 3. Hey! Nailed it! Wow! My goodness, young man! Roar, young man, roar!
The arena absolutely explodes as the Cavs retake the lead, but Garland had one more play in the form of an assist to ice the game and secure the win.
6 to shoot. Garland picked up by Lopez, off to Allen. Allen inside, he banks it in! Darius Garland has done it all tonight!
The Cavs with a shocking 8-0 start, sitting at the top of the entire NBA. The best start in franchise history, and even LeBron could not do this during his time in Cleveland. Speaking of LeBron, you all remember that he and Isaiah Stewart are not exactly best friends, and last night, Beef Stew got his revenge.
Dribble hands to LeBron. LeBron has it blocked by Beef Stew.
Look at Isaiah Stewart. Contest and get the block.
Easily. Jackson bumps on him, turns baseline, gets to the basket. Blocked by Isaiah Stewart. What a block.
He got not 1 but 2 blocks on James, and Detroit dominated the Lakers throughout the entire game, especially Cade Cunningham, who ran the show to perfection with a triple-double of 17, 11, and 11. Lakers fans got even more depressed when AD went down with an injury, so things are looking bad right now for them. And depression is the exact word to describe Nuggets fans who witnessed yet another thriller ending against a lottery team.
Scoop it! Peyton Watson for the lead! Yes!
But the Raptors would not go away, getting the lead back and putting the pressure on Denver yet again.
Strother on the dribble drive. High off the glass! Julian Strother!
And this would set the stage for one of the most inexplicable possessions of the season, something straight out of a circus.
Barrett, long three, no good! Offensive rebound, Toronto. They can run it down now. Shot clock. That's a wild shot.
The Nuggets survived this one, but they leave the door open for Toronto with a missed free throw. And Denver fans had no idea that their hearts were about to stop beating.
Clock is running. Pretty good defense. Long range three. In and out! In and out! And the Nuggets hang on and win it in the final moment.
Are you kidding me? You cannot come any closer to losing a game without actually doing it. The Nuggets escape yet again for like the 100th time this season. And for like the 1000th time, we see Ja Morant doing something that looks out of this world.
Morant gets the step. Morant. Oh, the spin and finish! That was saucy!
And he did the exact same thing again, like it was nothing.
Morant cut. Oh, Ja Morant! A human highlight reel!
This guy is just unbelievable. But the acrobatics weren't enough to shake off Brooklyn. In fact, it was all Nets in the finish, so Memphis had to fire away a Hail Mary.
LaRavia gets it in for Jackson way outside. Jackson forces a three, and he banks it in!
And the lockdown defense on the other end to give themselves a chance for the tie or the win.
Morant, 2 seconds. Aldama throws it up at the horn. No good! The Nets hold on!
Man, yet another insane ending, and things are getting completely out of control when next thing you see is James Harden going for the Defensive Player of the Year award against the Spurs.
Great hands by James. Late in the clock for Wembanyama. Nice deflections here by the Clippers. Another deflection. Sohan not much of a shooter. A third deflection on the play, all I believe by James Harden.
And Luka tried the same but got absolutely demolished by Miles Turner with a poster dunk right on his head. But what happened in Charlotte almost caused a heart attack to the Hornets commentator. It all started with this.
Long one! Lemon LaMelo won't go! We're tied at 101!
The long-range rocket was just the beginning of the madness.
To move forward. Texas smart basketball play to go 2 for 1, and then bonus, a 2 for LaMelo.
All Charlotte needs to do now is get a stop on defense and they'll secure the win. But the exact opposite happens as they roll out the red carpet for Jaden Ivey to extend the drama. And things started culminating right at this moment. What a mess in the finish, and Brandon Miller essentially throws away the win. Fortunately for him though, there was one final chance for redemption.
Brandon Miller redeems himself from the turnover on the previous possession.
Brandon Miller goes from GOAT to hero in a wild 15-second sequence. The real heroes, however, are the Golden State Reserves, led by Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield again, 3 for 3 from the field. Hield, no hesitation, nails another 3.
This bench unit is by far the highest scoring in the league, and they're almost 50-50 with the starters, which is unbelievable. But with the game on the line, you know who's gonna take over for Golden State.
Curry all the time, nails it! Steph Curry again from downtown. Pass inside, Curry comes free and banks it home. K to back in, guarding Curry. Scoop layup is up and in!
And with a chance to go for the dagger, all the attention from the Celtics defense is on Curry, so he uses that and provides a wide open shot for his teammate.
Now Horford on the switch, 7 to shoot. Curry gets in the lane, kicks it out. Hield the three-pointer. It's good! Buddy Hield from downtown! Timeout Celtics, the Warriors go up 7.
Buddy Hield continues his lava-hot shooting, 50.7% from downtown, as the Warriors continue their phenomenal start at 7-1 with this win and a thriller ending. And speaking of thriller endings, the Nuggets found themselves in yet another completely insane finish, despite it looking like they had this one in the bag.
Jokic nearly had it. It's going into the backcourt, and it's going to be an over and back. How about that defense from the three-time MVP?
But they could not stop OKC's guard, so the Thunder quickly made things interesting again.
Caruso pushing, kicking, J-Dub open three. Got it! Huge shot for Jalen Williams from the outside to make it a one-possession game.
Jokic then keeps it interesting by missing the second free throw and giving SGA a chance to go all across the court unbothered and lay it in to cut even more into the deficit with 16 seconds to go. And this is where Nuggets fans started having panic attacks because Watson misses the first one and then...
He missed them both. Jokic has the rebound, or he had it. 5 seconds to go. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the run. The shot was blocked by Peyton Watson, and the Nuggets have won it. Wow! From GOAT to hero, Peyton Watson.
Peyton Watson also saves himself and goes from a blunder to a winning play when it matters the most. And when it matters the most in Phoenix, you know that KD is gonna deliver.
You got the matchup. That's the matchup right there. Double team runs at him. But one-legged, lean back. You know who I am. Inside Durant. On the fade.
Everything going through Durant in the finish, and he makes it 6 straight points with some free throws, maintaining the cushion for the Suns. But Miami would not go away, and they had an answer every time.
Highsmith against Nurkic. Oh my! He got the basket, drew the foul on the big fella. He's been blessed tonight.
The Heat always had an answer, but Phoenix had Kevin Durant in the clutch.
KD gets it back. Highsmith steps out on him, raising up in the face of Highsmith. Boom! Just another casual 32-piece delivered.
Miami would still hang around though, hoping for a possible free throw miss, giving them a chance to go for the tie. And this night was so crazy that they got it from Booker for some hectic last seconds.
Finds Rozier with 4. Back to Jimmy. Hero looking for it. And time runs out on the Heat. They do not get a shot off. They were confused by that Suns defense, did not get the ball in the right hands soon enough, and Miami disappointed.
Wow, this is unlike Jimmy passing up a last-second shot and making a costly mistake as Phoenix win their 6th game in a row with KD's heroics. But the drama continues with an old beef of LeBron with the Grizzlies getting active again.
And Ja Morant did the too little to Gabe Vincent, LeBron James returns the favor.
This is gonna get Ja Morant fired up, and he goes right at LeBron.
Morant, he's got it. Back and forth we go in the final minute of the first half.
Well, we have a technical here.
John Ja.
Things were chippy the whole time, and the barking continued even after the game.
Scotty, congratulations on the win tonight.
He snatched that ball from that old man over there. From that old man over there.
Little extra for you tonight going against your former team?
Definitely, they didn't believe in me, so I'm out here, trying my best.
And Ja doubled down on the rivalry in his post-game interview.
What is it about this Laker team? It always...
I don't like them. They knocked me out of the playoffs. And then last year, we had a game and they came in here and popped it on our home floor when I was in street clothes. I wasn't a night.
Memphis dominated the Lakers the same way that Sabonis dominated Toronto.
They have the side cleared out for Domas.
They're in a little bit of a zone action here, but Domas gets straight to the middle of that zone.
Sabonis on the baseline. Oh, he said it with his chest. And there's the defense. Domas, tell me about it.
In an unreal performance, Domantas Sabonis became the first player in NBA history to have a triple-double without missing a shot, without a turnover, and without a foul. 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 assists, going 6 for 6 from the field. No turnover, no foul. As perfect of a game as it can get for the Lithuanian, leading his team along with De'Aaron Fox and DeMar DeRozan to a 5-3 record and an easy win over the Raptors. However, this wasn't easy for Boston.
There's Holiday trying to flash free. Tatum on the cut and the slam for the lead.
The Celtics keep getting away with the same exact play for the win.
Williams will inbound. Here's Smart. Tatum on the cut, takes it all the way and slams it.
Inbound to Smart. Bounce past Tatum. Tatum puts up a three. Bang! Jason Tatum from downtown.
Only thing is, they almost lost this one because Brooklyn had a wide open look for the win.
It's
Nuggets have 2 timeouts, electing not to use them. Thomas is double. Gets it out. Cam Johnson for the lead. No good. He got the offensive board, and he's fouled.
Boston literally dodged a bullet in a wild ending, but still, Cam Johnson stays cool at the line and ties the game, so you know who's got the final shot.
It's going to be Tatum to decide the game. 3 seconds left. JT steps back, fires. No good. Overtime.
We go to overtime and the Nets keep surprising everyone with phenomenal play at the start. And they were not going to stop in OT.
One-on-one with it. Right so true. Schroeder Claxton way up there.
But unfortunately for them, Tatum also had a say in this one.
That's after shoot because the shot clock is winding anyway. Thomas can't get it away. Great defense by Tatum. It's Celtics ball.
Championship level defense by Tatum, stepping up when it matters the most to secure a win in the clutch. And Dallas witnessed just as crazy of a game that went into crunch time with a personal battle between KD and Kyrie.
Taking his time, likes the matchup with Jones. Inside, the pull-up is good. Irving for 3. Boom!
But you know that Durant is itching to respond, and he did just that.
Durant, the answer, yes indeed! Oh, we're getting a show!
I'm getting goosebumps over here.
These insane buckets kind of seduced the two guys into taking some tough shots in the finish, but thankfully for them, the role players stepped up on both ends, giving us a tie game with a minute to go.
Booker, pocket pass, Nurkic the lay-in.
And with the game on the line, a clutch offensive rebound for the lead.
No good. Nurkic the rebound and the throwdown. Suns by 2.
Now the pressure is on the Mavs, so how do they respond?
Doncic on the logo. Using a Gafford screen. Throws it up. The lob working beautifully.
A great execution out of the timeout to tie the game, but Phoenix has the ball with a chance to win it.
Gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal puts it up off the mark. Tip up, no. Nurkic can't get at the ball. Overtime. Are they calling a foul?
Yes.
They are calling a foul.
Wow, another clutch rebound by Nurkic to get the foul with 0.8 on the clock and a chance to win the game. But he makes things interesting.
This is the big one.
Look at the Dallas Mavericks stalling a little bit, trying to let them think about it.
1 of 2, 0.8 of a second remaining.
He hits the second and the Suns are so close to the win. But they know what Luka can do, so the tension is high for the final possession.
Got it off and just slightly short, and that's how this game comes to an end.
The Suns with their 6th win in the clutch, a perfect 6-0 record in these close games as they stay the hottest team in the West with their 7th win in a row, sitting at the top of the conference. But the night of thriller endings continued in Detroit, where the Pistons get the crucial stop and have a chance to seal the game. However, this is when the ghost of their past few seasons came back to haunt them. And this went from a done deal to a nail-biter in the blink of an eye.
Crosses over, gets to the basket. Gives it up in the corner to Daniels, and Dyson Daniels knocks down the 3.
And the chaos continues when Detroit doesn't convert on offense and compounds that with a foul on Trae Young in the closing seconds, giving him a chance to complete the mini comeback and take the lead.
Block out.
Got them both. Atlanta 121, the Pistons 120. What a ball game.
Wow, just like that, the Pistons are staring at a loss all of a sudden. That is, unless a hero saves the day.
Goes to Cade against Dyson Daniels. Drives into the basket. Hooks! Hits it! Kiss the glass for the score.
You know how tough that was with a left hand?
Wow.
Cade Cunningham comes up huge for Detroit, and all they need now is one last stop to finally win this game.
Here we go. Trae Young crosses over. Gets to the basket. Lays it off. Hawks can't lay it in. What a finish. Cade Cunningham has a magnificent night.
Oh man, Cade with the winning bucket and the game-saving block. Unbelievable. 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 assists, his 3rd straight triple-double. What a week for this young man, quickly becoming one of the most electric guards in the league. Thing is, the most electric guard is in Memphis. But no, not this guy. I'm talking about Yuki.
Rise behind
the back door! Oh, wow!
flies behind his head. Yuki with the setup. Tough.
The tiny Kawamura made the arena explode with this crazy behind-the-back pass as if he's got eyes on the back of his head, hitting the cutter right on the money for the easy finish. And things completely escalated just seconds later when he did this.
Yuki, step back three. Yes, sir!
Yes! First NBA basket.
Nice rebound.
Get another one.
Yuki again. The crowd really wanted that one.
Man, if this heat check went in, the entire building would have imploded. Whenever he gets some playing time, it's a real show on the court, and I'm just hoping for more Memphis blowouts this season. And in Denver, Kyrie was putting on a show as well because...
Kyrie, zone buster! 30 in the game for him. Restores the lead. And they look for the hoop, but Kyrie Irving, he's hit 10 in a row! Flames off of his fingertips tonight! First points for him tonight in 9 minutes.
Ooh.
Stare down three, rattles it home! Pop and fly again!
Irving went God mode, hitting ridiculous heat checks to keep Dallas alive in the fourth. And with about 100 seconds to go, he secures the lead with a crazy shot.
Watson against Kyrie, now driving. He got stuck in a difficult spot. Oh my goodness!
Off the glass!
Smooth as 18-year-old Scotch, he went off the glass.
But the Nuggets have a hero of their own, and he delivers yet again in the clutch this season. So now, you know where the danger is coming from.
They're gonna double Kyrie. No, he gets a shot off. It's blocked, I think. I think Watson got a piece of it.
Wow, what a recovery by Peyton Watson to fight over the screen and put a fingernail on this ball just enough to force the miss, and with that, giving his team a chance to go for the win.
Two-man game. Murray's got it. Porter in the lane. Floats it up and in. MP with a mid-range J.
Porter comes up with a huge flip shot in the finish, and all they need now is just another stop on Kyrie to secure this win.
Kyrie lets it go. No good. Tip no. Jokic has it, and the Nuggets win again at the buzzer.
Denver survives in a wild game, but this was nowhere near the absolute chaos that fans witnessed in OKC, a game which started tragically for the Thunder.
Extra pass down to the corner to Wiggins. Wiggins contested and somehow hung in the air long enough as he bangs off the body of Holmgren. And Chet is going to have to be tended to, as that was a mid-air collision, it seemed like. A little bit of noise for Chet coming down on the deck. This is the play. Ooh, down hard.
The horrible news is already out. Chet would miss at least 2.5 months with a pelvic fracture, just crushing. And after this, it seemed like everything went downhill for the Thunder.
That's a goal for the Warriors to be better at home this year. Steph Curry hits a three. What a third quarter. Again, two guys jumping Curry. Kuminga the decision maker. An open Wiggins three. That's how you dice it up. You want to jump two guys at Curry. Look at the Warriors move the ball there. Steph doubled again. It's Kyle Anderson the decision maker. But he healed an open three. Welcome to the Warriors world right now.
Golden State looking like their prime years, moving the ball, hitting everything, and blowing out the Thunder by as much as 30 points at one time. But this is when the madness began.
One of the things that the Thunder go back to, that's a great pass by AJ. Moving around the horn. That's just beautiful basketball. That's a wash, rinse, repeat move right there.
Ball batted back out to Jones, right behind the three-point line. It ends up being a three-point trap. Over to J-Dub, extra pass, Dort in the corner.
What started out as a mini run went off like a wildfire in the blink of an eye.
Racing up the floor, Wallace the three. There's another one. Sends it cross court, Wallace off the catch. Norton trying to get it in, and he throws it away right to Caruso. Caruso!
In a staggering turn of events, OKC goes on a 29-7 run and comes all the way back to only a 6-point deficit. And the crowd really explodes when Curry loses the ball, and everyone kind of feels like a miracle can happen. So this was gearing up to deliver a dramatic ending. So SGA goes out and tries to make it happen, but he misses it, giving the Warriors a bit of breathing room. Thing is, if you give Steph even the slightest opportunity, you know the punishment.
Curry, turn, fade, fired in! A three for Steph!
He's saying, I got us.
And then the dagger and the night-night.
Melton down the lane.
step, that trail sidestep three. Good!
He never loses his confidence.
Curry, the closer, with 34.
What a game of insane swings and what a finish. We're just now getting to the fun part because this was a real shocking swing of events at the end.
Under 10 on the clock. Conley for three. Short. McDaniels to follow with 9 seconds on the clock, and they called a foul.
McDaniels with a huge tip in and he gets the foul, so this is the ideal scenario for the Timberwolves. But Miami challenges the call and they're able to overturn it to a no call, so now it's only a 2-point game. And this is where Erik Spoelstra comes up with a genius play call, showing why he's one of the best.
This is a unique alignment here from Miami. Jovic got free and got the lay-in plus the foul.
Unbelievable, what a design. I haven't seen alignment like this out of the timeout, and apparently neither have the Wolves. So all of a sudden, now Miami gets an and one and Jovic converts it, getting them just one stop away from the win.
Randall was coming over to the inbound and it's gonna stay. Conley corner, short, rebound out of Bio, and that's how it ends.
Miami turns things around in an improbable sequence, similar to the one in Phoenix, where the Suns have a 3-point lead at the end, but DeMar DeRozan lives for these moments.
Here in the fourth, DeRozan spinning, scoring.
And with KD injured, everyone in the arena knew who was going to take this shot. But Booker misses it, and this sets us up for a dramatic ending.
Fans are on their feet. Final seconds. Fourth quarter. DeRozan, pump fake. Comes off, tipping. Murray and Sabonis above the rim to tip it in.
Keegan Murray completes the mini comeback at the end, and the Kings can already feel the win on the road. Only thing is, they commit a costly mistake.
Beal in the backcourt, and then the pass by O'Neal.
Yes, they grabbed his jersey.
Wow. On the inbounds. What a turn of events.
Oh my goodness, Sacramento basically gifted a point to Booker to tie the game. And of course he gets another chance to win this one.
O'Neal, long pass. Booker in the corner over Sabonis. Couldn't get it. We're going to overtime.
The Kings dodged a bullet here, so in overtime, DeRozan takes matters into his own hands to try and carry Sacramento to the win.
Jones, DeRozan flips it up and over Plumlee. It's DeRozan, one-on-one against Royce O'Neal. Step back, bucket, and one.
De'Aaron Fox, a clutch demon himself, sees this and decides that he's going to help his guy in finally ending this game.
4-point play, back comes Fox. So DeRozan may have passed the baton to Fox, trying to go back-to-back with hoops, and does. DeRozan just catching a breather there in the corner as Fox goes one-on-one. It's been those isolation plays. DeRozan, now Fox, and the Kings firmly in control.
Philadelphia also had the game in their hands in the closing seconds, and a stop here would seal the deal.
To inbounds. Lead 4.
Too easy.
Comes to Martin. Too easy indeed.
Instead, they leave the doors open for Martin, and now the pressure is on Lowry to hit both free throws. But he misses the first, giving the Hornets a chance for the tie.
LaMelo!
What a ridiculously tough shot by LaMelo, coming up huge once again this season for Charlotte and forcing overtime. In OT, however, with both teams not willing to give up an inch of space, this got ugly and turned into a free throw shooting contest. And in the final moments of overtime, the Hornets needed a stop, and LaMelo did just that, but with a foul. Or was it?
The rule on the floor has been overturned. There is no defensive foul on the play. It is a successful challenge.
And with Charlotte winning the jump ball, they have a chance to go for the win.
Off the screen, downhill, the kick. Miller for 3. No good.
So close for Miller, they foul, but this time Martin knocks down both free throws, and the Sixers not allowed their opponents to even attempt a game-tying shot. So Grant Williams makes the first and has to miss the second.
He's outside. Williams did not hit the rim and violated the lane as well.
Philadelphia survives and takes the win in an intense battle. And intense is the right word to describe the Milwaukee Bucks, who came out like hungry dogs after Giannis criticized them heavily for not competing just a day ago.
Best of them.
Stevens point, Wisconsin alley-oop! Oh!
You know, and that was not as easy as Giannis made it look.
Not necessarily that he needs to take more. Brock with the chase.
That's how you not give up on the play. Stays with it, able to get two hands on the back.
And Antetokounmpo showed off his edginess in his own way.
Here we go again. Giannis against JB. Antetokounmpo the elbow. No question about that.
Oh, here we go. They're not going to look at it, which I like.
You could see that Milwaukee came out with a different level of focus in this game, but you could also see that with the game on the line, the chains were not going to be stopped.
Get the switch they want.
Tatum against Dame once again. Dame trying to give him all kinds of trouble. White for three, a killer.
Got the Bucks in a blender. That was not a bad defensive possession, just better offense on the part of the Celtics in terms of penetration and decision making.
This and the Bucks' inability to stop Boston without fouling meant that they were going to have easy trips to the foul line and keep them at distance in the finish. This is exactly how the Celtics were able to get away with the win. And for the first time in his life, Klay played an away game in Golden State, and he got a welcome unlike any other player.
Look at that, man. I ain't never seen that before. No, I've never seen that before.
From the moment he stepped inside the arena, Klay was greeted by hundreds of employees showering him with love, and that escalated before the game. First, a video tribute that almost looked like a movie. This got Thompson a bit emotional, and then but the love fest ended right there, and the war began on the very first play, with Dallas running a post-up for Thompson, bullying Curry and getting the foul.
Play, and Curry is on him. How about this? Fouled.
So surprised they ran a post-up for him on the first play. I blacked out on that one. I wasn't going to let him score, and I fouled him.
This woke the demon inside Steph, so he immediately goes on the other end and does this.
Curry three.
A little bit of a point to Klay Thompson here.
So now it's on. Curry wanted to show everyone that they don't miss Thompson and came out firing for 12 points in the first quarter. Thing is, Luka Doncic was right there with him, point for point, standing up for his new teammate and hitting all kinds of tough shots.
That's off the glass by Luka, who puts it up and through.
And he continued literally toying with the Warriors' defense in the second quarter as well, for a total of 22 points at halftime.
We saw one with the left hand with the Euro move, and this time Luka doing a little bit of everything. Just takes the ball off the dribble. How about the beautiful reverse English off the glass?
And Klay gave the fans a flashback of what he can do in just 30 seconds.
Hardy in the corner, he's got Klay. A fake, a fire, and a triple. Gafford outside, Thompson a three, another one! Klay knocks in two from deep in a row.
And a little Curry shake there after that three.
Little did they know, however, that this was Steph plotting his revenge, waiting for the right moment to attack. But with all the momentum on Dallas' side, led by phenomenal shot making from Thompson and Irving, if Curry was going to strike back, now was the time to do it. So what followed was 4 straight possessions of mastery.
Time for Curry to kind of take over a little bit.
To make it a one-point game. Curry and Doncic. For the lead.
The greatest shooter this game has ever seen has come alive here.
And with Dallas unable to score on multiple occasions, they gave a killer of Steph's caliber a chance to go for the dagger.
A screen by Green, the switch to Lively. Three, Curry.
He got the switch that he wanted. He got Lively dancing. And I said we may see a night by the Curry man.
Unbelievable. What a game, and look at the emotion. This is how much this game meant to him. But despite all of that, the drama continues with a massive shot from Quentin Grimes, keeping this thriller going and putting the pressure on Curry to have to knock down both free throws. But at the end of the day, this is the greatest shooter in NBA history on the line, so...
There they go.
Doncic, Wiggins on him. Doncic pulls up three, no! Rebound, Melton. Golden State won it with outstanding fourth quarter from Stephen Curry.
What a wild finish. But as crazy as this is going to sound, there was an even more insane ending, an improbable turn of events that you rarely see on an NBA court.
Top side to Malik Beasley. Beasley drives it, flips it up, nose, followed with a flush.
This dunk by Isaiah Stewart seemingly sealed the deal for Detroit, giving them a 9-point lead with less than 90 seconds to go. But nobody had an idea that pure chaos was about to unfold.
Tyler Hero jacks up a three, and that one's through.
Wow.
You can't let him shoot right
How about
now. Hero to forecourt. Hero rises and triples. This guy has taken it to another level and then another level beyond that. Pistons turn it over. Rozier to the basket. Hero from the sideline splashes down another three. This guy can't miss a shot.
What just happened? Tyler Hero with a video game sequence single-handedly getting the Heat all the way back in less than 40 seconds. And things get even more crazy as Miami forces another turnover and all of a sudden they have a chance for the win.
6 seconds, 5. Hero drives, lost the ball, fires from the baseline. It won't fall, and we are going to overtime.
Man, Hero just misses, but there is overtime as the entire arena is in shock and disbelief. But nobody could have prepared the fans for the absolute madness that was about to take place.
Lane's denying, super physical.
Malik Beasley for three, and it's through. Biggest shot of the night for Malik Beasley.
It's going to be his game to win. 6 seconds left. Hero to his right on the drive, leans in, got it with 1.8 left. Tyler Hero puts Miami in front. A 40-point game for Hero.
What a finish for Tyler Hero, dropping 40 points and the potential game winner with just 1.8 to go. Thing is, the culmination of this mind-blowing game was about to happen right at this moment.
Inbounds pass. Cunningham, nobody's guarding him. In it comes, Duran dunks it! Oh my! Unbelievable! In 7/10 of a second, they tie the game at 121. The Pistons are walking off the court. Who called timeout?
Oh no, the referee is saying that Coach Spo has called a timeout, and that's a technical foul as the Heat are out of timeouts. Oh boy is right.
Jalen Rose and the rest of us in disbelief.
Are you freaking kidding me? First, the great design from Detroit, but at the same time, the Heat defense having a breakdown when they least needed it. And then the absolute shocker. One of the world's best coaches commits a blunder in the most crucial moment of the game, which cost Miami a technical free throw and the ball, essentially ending the game in the most bizarre way possible. This was without a doubt the wildest sequence of events at the end of an NBA game this season.
You know, I just made just a serious mental error, there at the end. That's on me. I feel horrible about it. There's really no excuse for that. I'm 17 years in. We had talked about it in the huddle. I knew that we didn't have anything. I just got emotional and reactive on that, and I just made a horrendous mistake there at the end. It's a shame.
But the astonishing NBA Cup night did not stop there, and it gave us a completely unexpected clutch finish.
Here's Tatum. White drains another tray. Derek White's got a season high 28 points, 6 of 11 from downtown. Daniels right back at you, 23 steals in his last 4 games.
Despite playing without Trae Young and battling against Derek White's blistering hot 7 threes and Jaylen Brown's 37 points, Atlanta would not go down.
Brown.
Keep Wallace, you got to step up.
114 to 110. Jaylen going in. Got the bump, shot it short. Rebound Atlanta. Nance, 3-ball, corner, good!
Big bucket!
Larry Nance Jr.
Boston hit the Hawks with another haymaker in the form of a Brown mid-range, but Atlanta was still standing and fighting back in the finish. And this is where the shocker begins, as Tatum has a chance to go for the dagger.
White moves in, corner 3 for Tatum. Pops out!
Oh man, you're not gonna get a closer miss than this shot by Tatum. So not only is this not the dagger, but now Atlanta has a huge opportunity.
Holiday all over Daniels. Spins in, floater is no good. The tip by Onyeka.
Kongwu!
Wow, the Hawks can feel the win in their hands if they could just get one stop here.
Looking, gets it into Tatum, and he locks it out of bounds!
Good defense!
Oh my goodness, Atlanta survives and wins a big one. Or do they?
Oh, Wallace got grabbed on the way by. And, it's gonna belong to Boston. What in the world?
Unbelievable ending, and it only makes sense on a night like this. So Boston gets another shot for the win.
Here's Jaylen Brown getting in tight. Tough shot. Missed it. The ball game is over.
Finally, Atlanta pulls off a huge upset in Boston with a phenomenal win in the clutch. Speaking of upsets, nobody could have imagined that we'd get to this, seeing how Chicago dominated the Knicks throughout the entire game.
Anunoby blocked by Levine and tips it to White. And then Levine goes down the other end and scores, and the foul.
But what followed was one of the most furious runs of the season, a 3.5-minute stretch where the Knicks looked like a hurricane.
Now the Garden has come alive, been pretty quiet here most of this quarter. Payne a three-pointer. It's good. Cameron Payne from downtown as the Knicks score 11 points in a row. Josh Hart spins, gets inside. Bank shot is good. Hands off Bridges. Bridges searching. Foul line jumper. Got it. Knicks right back in it.
With Chicago still stuck at 90, the crowd senses that a big comeback is in the making, so all hell breaks loose in the Garden, and the Knicks fed off of that.
Towns goes inside and throws it down.
A 17-0 blitz by New York to come back within 5, so now it's game time. And things went to another level when Karl Towns did this.
Karl Anthony Towns to the rack. Catalytic now with his scoring. Towns has it. Vucevic extends. Towns a three-pointer. Puts it in. Karl Anthony Towns has 40.
But despite the arena going crazy and all the momentum on their side, New York's 20th ranked defense could not stop the Bulls from scoring, with Levine and company shooting 55% in the fourth quarter.
Kobe White a three. That's good. Big bucket from Kobe White.
But with the Knicks at 70% from the field, this became a battle of who could outscore their opponent in the finish. And in the final minute, the ball is in Brunson's hands.
Brunson, 7 to shoot. Brunson drives on Williams, pulls back, jump shot, puts it in! Knicks back up by 2!
Brunson could have been the hero right here if he got the ball, but he doesn't and instead commits a foul, sending Ayo Dosunmu, one of the best free throw shooters, to the line, and he stays cool as a cucumber, knocking down both shots. So then,
shot clock at 6. Brunson against Patrick Williams. Drives inside, goes in, looks to the layup. Bank shot is good! It's good! Jalen Brunson with a huge bucket, and the Knicks back up by 2.
The arena explodes, and your boy is jumping up and down at like 4 in the morning at home, thinking that my Knicks got this one in the bag. But I did not expect this.
Gibby looking, Levine can't get it, finds Kobe White. Shot blocked, but a foul! Josh Hart fouling behind the arc, 3 free throws, and the Knicks do not have a challenge.
You gotta be kidding me, fouling on a 3-point shot at the end. And I guess the Bulls got a bunch of cold-blooded guys on the team because Kobe White doesn't even blink at the line, knocking down all 3 free throws. So it all comes down to one final shot at the end.
Brunson looking to get free. Brunson gets it. 2 seconds to go. Brunson turns, puts it up for the win. It's off the rim. Looks like it was gonna fall through. And the Knicks lose a heartbreaker.
Man, how in the world does this not go in? An absolutely heart-wrenching loss for the Knicks, and Chicago gets out of New York, winning this one by the skin of their teeth. And in Milwaukee, Giannis did the unthinkable in the first quarter against the Pistons.
Over 100 possessions, so it's legitimate.
Oh, Giannis mid-range.
The candidate, AJ Green, of course.
Giannis, spin move, an absolute thing of beauty. Giannis, a one-person offensive wrecking crew, tries that jump hook once again.
Antetokounmpo was absolutely unstoppable, scoring 22 of Milwaukee's 24 points. This is not a typo. Dude went 1-on-5 against Detroit for an entire quarter. But at the end of the first, the Bucks were still trailing, and things only got worse. With Detroit's all-around attack and Malik Beasley's unconscious shooting of 6 threes by the beginning of the third quarter, Detroit built out an 18-point lead.
Allen whips the pass in the corner, and Beasley right in front of his old teammates.
If the Bucks were going to drop this game as well from Detroit, there could have been massive implications and louder trade rumors. It was now or never for them to fight back in the game, and thankfully for Milwaukee fans, they started going.
Taurean Prince, Parfait again for 2. Another opportunity for the Bucks. Gary Trent Jr., boy, he needs that.
And with the home team getting within single digits, the Pistons could feel the pressure, and for Isaiah Stewart, it escalated out of control.
2-man game, PC finding Giannis, looking for him, gets thrown down.
Guess who?
These two have a history. Isaiah Stewart.
Stewart blacks out and drops Giannis to the floor, earning himself an ejection as Milwaukee keeps chipping away at the deficit, eventually getting to this.
The way he's shooting it tonight.
Bucks have it led. Brook trying to give it to him. There's the first lead. The Bucks have come all the way back.
And with neither team letting go in the fourth quarter, this became a shootout in the finish.
Good job, Torian, concentrating all the way through it. Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
play for the answer. Tied at 108. Looking back to Giannis. Inside a minute left to play. Skips the pass over to Prince. The three-pointer. Stone Cold. I'm staying with it. Pistons in a pickle. Have to pass it up. Wow.
Did that come before the shot clock expired?
And Milwaukee could go for the win in the closing seconds. A great look for Prince, but he misses it, and there's still time left for Detroit. So this next minute is straight out of a movie because
Kate Cunningham, though, still taking it out. Backdoor look. That time was for the rookie. Not there. Hey, we've got overtime basketball at Fiserv.
Yeah, foul.
But a foul.
See, right here,
Initiate
this
the
will be
challenge,
the
by
angle
way.
here to see if Giannis fouls it. Piece of the ball, hits the ball first. God, he's got the ball. That can't be a foul.
A lot of pressure. He's feeling it. Missed the ball. Missed the ball.
unbelievable, the rookie Holland misses 2 free throws and the Bucks survive heading into overtime. So by missing a colossal chance to win it, you know how this one is going to end.
Giannis with turn defending.
Hit a mid-range.
Takes a pick.
Hit a mid-range.
Mid-range. He's got 50 points.
What you want? Don't force things. Take your time.
Brooks steps into it. Bingo! Giannis walks right into it. It's his night! It's his night!
Antetokounmpo goes out on a mission to demolish the defense in overtime and to put an end to this, finishing with a whopping 59 points. And this is the moment that made Bucks fans ecstatic.
Giannis looking for the slam for 59!
Look at Giannis.
This was the best thing that he could have done, basically saying that he's not going anywhere despite all the turmoil. And in San Antonio, Wembanyama set out to do almost the exact same thing against Washington.
Puts it on the deck. Passar banks it in. What a start by Victor Wembanyama.
Decisions on the offensive end.
Wesley, Victor Wembanyama taking the contact, count it, and a foul. He's too strong. Wemby flying through the air.
The Wizards had no idea what to do with the CP3 and Wemby pick and roll, so they were part of the audience as there was no stopping Victor, especially in the third quarter.
Wembanyama puts in another three. That's his 5th. Look out, pump fake Wembanyama.
Wembanyama erupts for 19 points without a miss from the field, and with San Antonio blowing out the Wizards, the focus shifted to watching Wembanyama get 50 in this game, and he sure did it.
Wembanyama guarded by Kispert, turns, shoots, and swishes for 50. He's not human, he's an alien.
With both Giannis and Wemby having a monster night, this is a great moment to remind you that these are my 2 favorite designs from my merch line. We also got Luka posing and a bunch more, so click the link in the description and check it out. And LeBron had a monster night as well in a highly anticipated rematch of this.
LeBron James returns a favorite. Well, we have a technical here. John Ja.
What is it about this Laker team? It always...
I don't like them.
But unfortunately for every pure basketball fan, Ja was in street clothes, so LeBron had the spotlight all for himself.
No doubt where that's going to end up.
Here he is again at the buzzer. He knew it too. He started walking towards the bench when he released it as if he knew that thing was down. Shot clock at 5. James. Boy, that ball was at his forehead when he released it as he was just toying with the rookie there.
I did not know that James had this in his pocket, holding the ball over his head and draining the no-dip 3. The Lakers were rolling at this point with a 14-point lead. But then in the last 4 minutes of the first half, Memphis outscored LA, or I should say LeBron James, 16-5 and made it a ball game.
2 minutes on the clock here in the half. Lakers have led by as many as 15. But it's a 6-point game now with Jackson knocking down the floater. So he will sit, you would think, the rest of the half. Luke Kennard drills a 3, and the Grizzlies within 3. All time. LeBron James, he's 4 for 4 tonight from 3. Deep catch, Edey. Goes up over Davis and puts it in.
The Grizzlies did not stop there, as they completely turned things around and even managed to build a 9-point lead.
As a two-way player, and talked about how, as you see a bucket there and a foul by Wells.
You got 5 shooters right now out there for Memphis, and Kennard certainly one of them. Did you see that coming? I think people saw that coming.
There's Huff with his two-hand behind the header.
What did I say?
This could have been a game over if it wasn't for rookie Dalton Knecht, who kept the Lakers afloat late in the third with 8 of his 19 points on a perfect 5 for 5 from downtown.
Knecht trying to answer, does. Smooth stroke from the corner.
Yeah, he's feeling it tonight.
Knecht will try again and hit again. Lakers within 3. It's the rookie who's producing.
But in the deciding moments, James took matters into his own hands, pulling the young Grizzlies inside the paint, but also playmaking for his teammates.
5th personal foul. LeBron working, shoving Jaren Jackson, and James gets the rebound, his 9th. One more, and he'll have a triple-double for the 3rd straight game. James going behind the back, attacking. LeBron making it happen everywhere. 12 assists now. 16th career triple-double and his 40th 30-point triple-double. And the slam to go with it. Davis, spot up 3, hits again.
This was simply too much for the Grizzlies, who clearly missed Ja and lacked offensive firepower. At the end, LeBron got his 3rd straight triple-double with 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 14 assists, which obviously makes him the oldest ever to record this feat. And mind you, he's about to turn 40 in a month. Next, in Minnesota, the Timberwolves were supposed to take control against the Suns, playing without KD, but it was the complete opposite.
Booker stays hot, 13 points.
Devin Booker started off smoking hot with 17 points in the first quarter, and he kept the same energy in the second as well, carrying the Suns to a surprising 10-point lead at halftime.
Finding Jones. 4 on 5 is Plumlee back in the screen. Booker drains another triple. Booker rises and hits.
With Edwards at just 2 field goals and 4 points, things could have been even worse for Minnesota if it wasn't for Julius Randle weathering the storm, and along with Dante DiVincenzo not allowing this to get out of control.
Except box out Kogi. Randle beat the clock. Swish! There's a positive note to close this second quarter.
This allowed Ant to finally wake up in the third quarter and get the deficit to a point where Minnesota is in striking distance.
Edwards cleared for takeoff. Consider Quick have been able to get a step to the rim. Edwards, little head fake swish.
Demands the basketball back.
Fires over Booker. Money!
And this would set us up for a hectic finish, where the Timberwolves were hell-bent on not allowing Booker to punish them. They constantly blitzed him, trying to get the ball out of his hands and force some of the other Suns to make a play.
Minnesota handles it.
Booker forced to give it up. And Iguodala's pass stolen.
But with about 2 minutes to go, Minnesota was still down by 6, and if they were going to get back into it, now was the time to do it.
Randle lines it up. No good. McDaniels has it. Edwards for 3. Boom!
And just moments later, Jaden McDaniels goes nuclear on the rim.
Over to Conley. McDaniels on the drive. Oh, get out the way!
This was a shocker for the Suns, and they seemed completely discombobulated in the following possession, not knowing what to do with the ball. And it ended in the ugliest way possible, giving the Timberwolves a chance to go for the lead.
Wolves an opportunity to take their first lead of the game. Edwards rises off glass. Wolves on top.
Finally, the home team comes all the way back and takes the lead, but not for long.
Baseline drive. Finds Allen. Good.
What a deflating shot by Allen to cast fear into the home crowd's minds. But thankfully for them, there's no time to think, because Edwards goes full steam to the basket and goes to the line, knocking down both shots. And this brings us to the final possession for Phoenix. With a chance to take the lead in the closing seconds, a complete chaos ensues.
Booker for 3, no! Rebound up in the air! Booker has it! They get a fresh 14. Booker on the drive. Over to Jones. Jones in the lane. His floater won't go. Got the offensive board. It's on the floor. Now it's Booker on the logo. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Booker, the runner won't go. Shot clock violation.
Minnesota survives and has overtime secured in the back pocket. Thing is, they also have one final shot for the win.
Ingles. Over to Randall. Randall got it off in time. Oh, he's cold-blooded. Timberwolves win. His first signature moment in a Timberwolves uniform.
Julius Randle wins it with his 5th three-pointer of the game. But this is not how you defend a game-winning shot. Okogie pretty much flops here, expecting the call. You gotta be much stronger than this with the game on the line. Nevertheless, 35 points, 7 assists, and the game winner for Randle. A terrific game for him. And Dallas knew that they would need a terrific game from everyone, playing without Luka against the red-hot Thunder team, especially with Shea coming out to destroy them.
SGA bleeding it out, now makes his move at 5. Spins away, cuts down the lane, switches hands, pretty finish with the left. Oh, come on, man.
SGA was toying with the Mavericks defense in the first half, doing whatever he wanted on his way to 20 points on 80% from the field at the break. Thing is, the Mavs did get a great game from everyone, especially PJ Washington, who gave Thunder fans PTSD from the playoff series.
Washington, boy, he's been tough to slow down so far. He got 17 points.
And Najee Marshall completely demoralized the defense, chucking up weird-looking floaters and knocking down every single one of them.
Marshall into that turnaround, and he's going to get it despite the no-look. It's over to Marshall, didn't want the 3, instead pulls up, baseline, and just does beat the shot clock.
So despite the huge first half from SGA, the Mavs had control, and with 2 minutes to go, this looked like the dagger.
Dort hits the deck. Kyrie got it right back. Boy, that is 5 quick points for Dallas.
But without even knowing, we were in for a wild finish in the last minute of the game.
There's a turnover. J-Dub knocked it free. Mitchell gives it up. Kenrich, there's a putback.
And Dallas seemingly started panicking, so things went downhill quickly.
Gotta operate with urgency. J-Dub to the lane and the score. Quickly, Shea, Marshall defending. Marshall falls, Shea open, and he switches home the 3 to make it a one-possession game.
Still, with less than 20 seconds to go, the Mavs had control with the ball right where they wanted in the hands of Kyrie. But then...
You gotta foul Kyrie of all players. He's tied up. There's SGA going for the jump ball, and he forces the jump ball.
Wow, the Thunder secure a jump ball, and things get even crazier when they secure possession, so all of a sudden they have a chance to tie the game. But Dallas won't allow a miracle three-pointer, instead forcing Shea to make the first and miss the second free throw, which is exactly what he did, giving us an insane sequence at the buzzer.
And it goes up, it's no good! And it's still free! Lou Dort! Nope, it's short, it's all over! Hallelujah!
I want to go home.
Man, the Mavs commentators almost had a heart attack, but Dallas survives and gets out of OKC celebrating the win. Now, there was celebration in Los Angeles as well because...
Harden, this would be for the record, there it is, surpasses Ray Allen for sole possession of second place in three-pointers made.
James Harden becomes the all-time leader in three-pointers, surpassing Ray Allen, at least in his own words.
It's Steph Curry, and you.
Listen here, I'm gonna consider myself number 1. Steph don't count.
And his teammates would make sure that he would celebrate this in a win, keeping the Jazz at distance and allowing him to have the final word in this game.
Looking for a knockout blow. Oh my goodness!
And the showdown for New York was going on in the Garden, where Ben Simmons started things off with his signature move of being afraid from the basket. As the game progressed, he built up the courage to attempt a shot, but man, it looked ugly.
By Simmons, wheeling and dealing this time.
This time uses his right hand, missed that one again. Simmons gets it, missed a layup.
These were all 3 of his shots, a nice cardio game for him, finishing with 0 points. Meanwhile, my Knicks were on tonight, and we get another game of 4 teammates with 20+ points. 2 games like this on the same night is unbelievable. Karl Towns continues the offensive domination with 26 points and 15 rebounds along with 6 assists, and Anunoby, Bridges, and Hart join him in the 20+ club. I'm pretty happy that Jalen Brunson wasted his bad 12-point night in a situation like this where everyone else stepped up and the Knicks got the win. In Milwaukee, it was now or never, so everyone needed to step up as well. Thankfully for them, Giannis and company understood the assignment early on.
Coming over to set that screen. Jabari Smith Jr. trying to defend Giannis. Spin move right past him. Dame to his right, Prince to his left. AJ Green pump fake. One of those rare HA2s.
A 14-point lead is a nice cushion at home, allowing the fans to relax. And this is exactly what Fred VanVleet needed.
Right back to Fred on the skip down the baseline, lays it up and in.
Yeah, Fred VanVleet has woken up. His team needs him offensively. The
uniform, please get in there. Yes, count it. And Fred VanVleet continues. Fred VanVleet.
Why not?
Moonball 3.
VanVleet goes on a heater, scoring 12 points in 2 minutes, getting Houston back in the game. And the Rockets complete the comeback in the fourth in style.
Stolen right back by Şengün. Across the green, goes baseline. Ooh. On the other side.
Oh my goodness.
Jalen, fly on that one.
Houston makes it all the way to the last 2 minutes of the game with a 6-point lead on their side. And with 90 seconds to go, we got the beautiful ball movement and a wide open Dillon Brooks for the dagger, but he misses it. So then,
loose ball, there is that stop you were looking for. AJ Green fires, he hits! One of the biggest moments of the game!
So now it's on. The arena is back into it, everybody on their feet, the defense is putting pressure, and it looks like Houston doesn't have an idea what to do on this possession. So the Bucks get the ball and Dame fires off a heat check, but that's a bad shot, so the Rockets survive and have a chance to extend the lead once again. But when it matters the most, the two superstars come up huge for Milwaukee.
Crosses over, shovel pass, and count! Giannis gets the block! Perhaps a game-saving block by Giannis. Final few seconds.
No timeout from Doc. He's gonna go with it.
They got 2 to work with. Dame off the bounce against Brooks. Dame driving inside, kicks it to go! Gives the Bucks the lead with 3.9 left!
Wow, Giannis with the game-saving block and Dame with the potential game-winning bucket to save the Bucks. Thing is, the job is not done yet, and they need one final stop to secure the win.
VanVleet taking it out, 2 seconds to work with. Şengün off his hands, time is ticking, that'll do it! Bucks win!
You take it any way you can get it.
Oh man, this was the perfect design for the win, and Şengün would have been wide open, but he just couldn't get it. Milwaukee survives in an absolute thriller, and things got even more hectic when the Clippers hosted the best team in the West and the best shooter in the world, and Steph made sure to congratulate James Harden before the game on becoming the second all-time in three-pointers made. Almost 7,000 triples between these two legends. Crazy. And in the opening minutes, Harden started off cooking.
Late in the clock for Harden. Step back 3 on Payton. Now he books it. His second 3. And the Clippers jump out in front by 7.
The Clippers were hot from downtown, hitting 9 threes on 53% shooting, and were pretty much in charge throughout the first half.
Harden to Zoo on the short roll. It's Batum. He's hit 2 threes. Oh, it's a hat trick for the French Knight. 50-36, Clippers out in front.
But then Steph gotta show them who's who, so he starts hitting some ridiculous shots.
Curry on the wing for 3. I don't like to hear that.
I don't like to hear that, Brian.
Clippers turn it over. Here comes Curry. Good drive-by on the Jones Jr., but a second 3 for Curry. We promised some fireworks in the third. Warriors have outscored the Clippers just 10-7.
And with the game getting into crunch time, Norman Powell enters the shootout as well with some long-range bombs of his own.
The used the weights and his body got stronger. He became that much more of a finisher.
Powell for 3. Yes, sir! 97-90. Harden around heel. Powell straight on for 3. 102-92. Clippers out in front.
My early favorite for the Most Improved Player award comes up huge again and gives his team a 10-point lead with 2.5 minutes left to play. But if there's anyone capable of making an electric run in the clutch, that's Golden State, and boy, here they come.
Tough shot for Terrence. And a tough possession for the Clippers. Way too deliberate. 1:40 to play. Curry the other way. Unfettered to the cup.
The Clippers even helped the Warriors a bit with back-to-back awful possessions on the offensive end, keeping the ball stagnant for most of the shot clock and then forcing up bad contested shots. On the contrary, the Warriors acted fast.
Wiggins. Wow. Timeout Clippers.
All of a sudden, it's a one-possession game with 35 seconds to go, and out of the timeout, we got this frantic sequence.
They're going with the power.
Look at the play by Payton.
Payton Jr. with the strip. Payton with the strip.
Steph into the corner. Green. Steph. A little bit too much. Draymond saves. Wiggins get it. They get it to Steph. 3 seconds. Payton for the tie.
Oh, wow.
The LA Clippers survive.
Wow, the Clippers were hell-bent on not allowing Curry to take this shot, and Gary Payton could have been the hero of the night for stealing the ball and giving Golden State a chance for the tie, but ultimately both him and Steph couldn't hit the three and the Clippers survived at the end. The Warriors are 0-2 against the Clippers now, falling to the number 2 slot after this loss. Atlanta sure didn't want to drop 2 in a row to Sacramento, and led by Trae Young, who orchestrated the offense to perfection, they jumped to an early 22-6 lead.
Weak side to Ricochet. He bangs in another three. Young inside. I mentioned it before, he might be the best long passer.
Trae had an amazing 11 assists by halftime, but the second quarter belonged to none other than Keon Ellis, who went berserk, firing heat checks from all over the court. Ellis completely turned the game around and sent the entire arena into delirium.
Brings it out to the corner on a heater. Ellis, hotter than fish grease. Ellis running the king split action. Oh, he set off the smoke detector. 6 for 6.
In a game of runs, neither team was able to pull away, so we entered the last 3.5 minutes with a 1-point lead by Atlanta, when something crucial happened.
Hunter's own miss. And here's Young into the front court. Fox and Hunter behind the action. Hunter wide open, that's the wrong guy right now. And he laces another three. De'Aaron Fox gonna get hit with a technical foul.
Arguing with the referee while the Hawks are on a 5-on-4 transition, this is not how you defend in the finish. And now you have to chase a 2-possession lead. Luckily for the Kings though, Fox proved time and time again that he's as clutch as they get. So
Fox spins, pulls, hit him with the dream shake.
Then Keon Ellis comes up huge with the chase down block on Capella to give Sacramento a chance for the tie. Swipa stops on a dime but misses the three, hitting the back iron. And on the other end, Trae is patient, attracts the double team, but the misunderstanding with Hunter and he turns the ball over, giving the home team multiple chances to come back. The Hawks commit another mistake, fouling Ellis on this pick and roll and sending him to the line with plenty of time to play. So he stays cool and knocks down both free throws. And it all comes down to this crazy sequence at the end.
Matthews back to Young. They corral Young. Hunter, a wild release. Comes off to Sacramento.
We gotta go.
Kings are down 1, 6 seconds, 5. Fox gets in. Fox trying to win it. Take it away. Daniels got the steal. And the Hawks have won the game.
Man, Dyson Daniels saves Atlanta with the strip on Fox's last shot attempt. And going on the road against the reigning champions, the Cavs would do anything in their power to save their winning streak. Cleveland revealed how much this showdown matters to them when they rested Donovan Mitchell against Charlotte. So the fight was on right from the tip-off, with the home team doing most of the punching.
That theme continues. Big Al hits his second three-pointer of the night.
And things only got worse in the second quarter when the Celtics had the three-point button stuck on automatic.
Steps back for three. Tatum cash.
Very different for the Celtics.
Tatum for three. Another one.
14 threes. That's what a top 10 team averages for the full 48 minutes. Boston made that in the first half on a face-melting 63%. Despite Donovan Mitchell's resiliency, 5 of 14 from the field is a bad first half. But unfortunately for the Cavs, Darius Garland was even worse, going 1 for 11. a lot of those being open shots in Boston's drop coverage defense. So a 17-point deficit was only fitting at the break, with their 15-game winning streak on the line. And it was obvious that the Celtics wanted to end things early and send a message when they went to another level in the third quarter.
Ball is moving here for Boston. White drives it, White discards Garland and scores. Tatum, he'll let it fly, Tatum!
With everything going the Celtics' way, Cleveland were in danger of getting exposed as a pretender, and their winning streak would be totally discredited. But nobody realized that this was a blessing in disguise. With their backs against the wall, the Cavaliers responded in the best possible way, proving to everyone why they're still unbeaten.
Yeah, Cleveland's, they're down 13. They've got a good chance to get back into this.
Yeah, Mobley is fouled. We'll go to the line and to chip away at this deficit a little bit. Mitchell, long pass up ahead. Porter lays it in. Perfect pass.
In the blink of an eye, the Cavs went on a 13-1 blitz on the road, showcasing the #1 offense in the league, right here on the biggest stage so far this season. So despite a gigantic discrepancy from downtown by this moment, generating 36 more points for the Celtics, in a staggering turn of events, this became a 2-point game at the end of the third quarter. That is, if the Cavs could only get a stop at the end.
We'll take the last shot here. Down to 3, to 2. Tatum drops Niang. Tatum delivers one. Shook his man and rips a 3.
But even with that slight cooldown, Cleveland saw that they made a dent into Boston's armor, so they kept attacking.
Celtics turn it over. Mobley now, and he drops White. Here's Porter Jr. A 3-ball is good.
This would have been the perfect moment for Garland to get going. But it was one of those nights for him, finishing the game 3 for 21 from the field. And you're not dethroning the champs at home with one of your leaders having that kind of a game. However, we had to wait until the final buzzer to confirm this.
Cavs in desperation mode and staring down their first loss of the season as Mitchell hoists a 3 and he hits a 3.
So it's weird for me to even say this, but this game showed me more about Cleveland than it did for the Celtics. We knew who they were, but the Cavs proved that they're for real, even in a loss. Next, we have yet another thriller finish in Brooklyn, where it was a battle for every single point in the final minutes.
Trey, an offensive rebound, third time's the charm. Watford one-on-one. Green's the new defender. Watford stumbles. Baker got it! Trenton Watford owns the night!
The Hornets needed a score quickly, and they turned to Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller. Give him 2. 3-point game.
But to give themselves a chance to tie the game, a stop was crucial.
Watford's got it. He's been the hero as of late. Blocked! Call a timeout. Hornets do.
So then, it all came down to this.
Tosses across, caught by Miller. Ball fake. Miller, tight defense. Layup goes off the rebound by Williams, but Jordan runs out of time. The Nets get to the finish line.
The Nets survive in a gutsy battle with yet another wild finish this season. For this game, I was anticipating another LeBron triple-double, but the spotlight was on a different player.
Shoot. This guy can shoot. He knocks it down again.
There was a buzz in the arena watching the Lakers rookie Dalton Knecht getting into a groove with 12 points at the half, but there wasn't a single fan who could have predicted what was about to unfold.
And Knecht gonna fire it up again. Got it on fire. Knecht 4 for 3. Another one, another one, another one.
Same spot, same results.
He's going up. He's going on its way. Down it goes. Yes, sir. Show off a little bit, Dalton. Look at LeBron dancing.
In a 3-minute stretch that was out of this world and probably straight out of Dalton's dreams, he goes God mode with 5 threes to blow the roof off of the arena. Even LeBron was shocked by this laser shooting. A blistering 21-point quarter for a total of 37 points on 9 of 12 from downtown for the rookie to completely skyrocket the Lakers' hopes and expectations for the season.
But when a guy gets hot like that and you feel like you just throw anything into the ocean, is going in for sure. And they didn't find DK. The other 16 teams f***ed it up. Did anybody watch him?
And has anybody watched this?
Beautiful pass, Elfrid Payton, a new career best, 17 assists.
After 900 days out of the NBA, a forgotten player returns in the best possible way, and a superstar shows that he's still the baddest in this league. The NBA was chaotic once again last night, but we gotta start with Elfrid Payton, who just got back to the league after 3 years and showed up as Magic Johnson.
To give it up, force him to his weak side. On the run, and one, yes!
Elfrid Payton out here playing a great floor game. Time that you've seen this many.
Miss.
Not good pass.
Ooh, missing, the hammer.
At one point, Payton had 14 assists in 18 minutes of playing time. Unreal. And he went even harder in the fourth quarter, trying to keep the Pelicans alive.
Great setup, great pass. Elfrid got the triple. Off the pick. Great pass, Elfrid Payton, a new career best, 17 assists. Got Eve, you want the lob? I'll take the lob.
But unfortunately for him and New Orleans, this was also Halliburton's night, especially in the clutch.
Here's another three. Halliburton got it. 9 of them for Tyrese Halliburton.
That's how you're able to get to the rim.
Here's
Playing
Halliburton.
strong, playing strong. Yes, play strong. Love, yes! You can see Hallie looking on the backside. Mathurin is there.
The Pelicans had a chance to tie it up, but McCollum just misses it, and the Pacers spoiled this career night for Payton. And playing without Luka, Kyrie and the Mavs were in danger of feeling similar to Payton.
And the little guys like Trey. Tees up Jalen for a wide open wing three.
But with their leader out, a role player comes up huge for them.
Wide open corner three is good. Spencer Dinwiddie. Spence, long stride to get that three, and he's failing it now.
Spencer Dinwiddie goes nuclear in just 90 seconds and gets Dallas all the way back in this one. So in the fourth quarter, you know exactly who's going to take things over to secure the win.
Empty possession. A Kai three. Okay! Up 5. Kai looking for another three.
Yes.
Give him another three. Kai hits the bullseye again. Kyrie shoots again. He is HOTTOGO.
A 3-minute stretch where Kyrie takes the game away from the Hawks on their home court. And Toronto had a chance to do the same thing against the Pistons. But then an absolute chaos ensues.
Barnes puts it on the floor. Barnes to the basket. Over the hole with a shot. Picked up in the corner and missed by Barrett. Pistons running out. Jaden to Ausar, missed the shot. Would have been a great break. Here's R.J. Barrett missing on the Raptors end. 40 seconds left. Malik Beasley to Isaiah Stewart for a stop.
What a complete mess, ending with a 2-point lead for Detroit. The Raptors, though, literally barreled their way to the tie, setting the stage for the grand finale.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. Jaden Ivey from the baseline. Buries it at the horn. Pistons win.
Jaden Ivey with the game winner to keep Detroit in the play-in zone, and their miraculous opening to the season continues. With Giannis sitting this one out, the Bucks had a tough task going on the road against a complete Miami roster, but they still have this guy.
Lillard laces in a three to open play. They are clicking on offense with Damian Lillard. Lillard lines it up, knocks it down, on fire. That's the Miami Heat way. Lillard fade away.
Oh my God.
Another for Damian Lillard.
Lillard put out the flamethrower right from the get-go, hitting all 4 shots from downtown, filling up Miami's basket even before Heat fans could fill up the arena. What's more shocking, he continued torching the Heat, pulling out all kinds of moves against the home team superstars.
They're among the best scorers in the NBA. Lillard, another three-pointer. He's got 28 points overall, 7 of 10 from long range. Lillard, the moves, the bucket, Damian Lillard, kaboom!
Dame Dollar puts the Bucks on his back with 31 points on a blistering 8 of 11 from long range in the first 27 minutes of the game. Insane. This forced Spoelstra into some desperation moves. With a couple of unknown rookies in the lineup, Pelle Larsson and Kelly Ware, Miami tries to make a push for a comeback, and
the other coach, Hero, got a three!
Open up Hero for the three.
Down the middle it goes for Larsson. Walking the tightrope. Kick out for Ware, 7 to shoot. Robinson! Ware with a heads-up pass on the cut.
Unbelievable, the Heat stormed back in the game playing smothering defense, double-teaming Lillard and forcing the others to make plays, which turned out to be the right thing to do. And we were in for a frenetic finish with both teams square at 96 with 4 minutes to play.
Lillard. Green, got him! It's a 3!
Forced to help and find Green.
101-97. The answer, Rozier, cha-ching!
With Dame completely shut down, Milwaukee needed someone to step up, and
shot clock is down to 6. Lopez, back out for Green. Green, he's lethal! A.J. Green!
A.J. Green with the bomb to give the Bucks some room to breathe, but with both teams committing some unforced turnovers in the clutch, Rozier finally responds with a 3 of his own.
Adebayo, ahead, Rozier! Oh yeah! 1-point game, 29 seconds to go.
And on the other end, the ball goes to A.J. Green again for the dagger, but
Connaughton, extra, Green! Green! And it's a shot clock violation.
He would have been the hero of the night, but just fails to release it on time, leaving the door open for Miami at the end.
Robinson in for Hero, pulls up, rims out, Prince the board, and a foul call.
Tyler Hero rushes a tough shot over Brook Lopez as the ball rims out, but they foul Prince immediately, hoping for a miracle.
Makes them both. Timeout Heat. Robinson. Get it in. Rozier will fire! No good! The Bucks hold on.
Terry Rozier couldn't hit the 3 to force overtime, and the Bucks survived this thriller ending without their main guy. If we exclude the Celtics, Milwaukee is now the hottest team in the league with 5 wins in a row, getting to 500 for the first time this season. And the situation was equally as hectic in Minnesota, with the home team securing the rebound and attempting to make it a 2-possession game. But Rob Dillingham went against one of the best defenders in the league, and
trying to get out of trouble, lost it. Stripped by Thompson, down the lane, Thompson tied it up.
And things got even worse for them with an offensive foul by Gobert, but thankfully for him, he made things up with a crucial block on defense, setting the stage for Anthony Edwards to go for the win.
Edwards with the rock against Brooks, on the attack, down the lane, puts it up, off glass, no, loose ball, and we're going to overtime.
Wow, how did that not go in? The Rockets survive in regulation, but in OT, it was a different story.
Knocked down on a hard screen. Thompson ties it up in the corner. Randall on the drive, puts it up, no. Rockets can take back the lead. Van Vliet to Smith, got the lay-in. Rockets back on top by 2.
And from this point on, things only went downhill for Minnesota because
7-0 Rockets run. Brooks puts it up with the left. 6-point game. It's been a tremendous ball game. Şengün looking for a backbreaker. Got the bounce. 11-0 Rockets run.
The Rockets went on an 11-0 run to bury the Timberwolves in front of their own fans in overtime. A gutsy road win for Houston, who are still standing strong at the number 3 spot in the West, with a bunch of teams chasing them, 2 of which are the Lakers and the Suns. After 2 close games in October, which they split, everything was set for the showdown to begin, and they didn't disappoint at the start.
Third steal here in this first half.
Kevin Durant sails in. And the other way, LeBron will answer.
And Kevin Durant, year 17, still able to get out in transition. Anything you can do, KD? How about this? I can do better with the finish.
Both teams were trading blow for blow in the first half. Anthony Davis led the way for LA with 17 points on 8 of 12 from the floor, and Reeves backed him up with 12 of his own on 5 of 6 shooting.
It's Davis off that baseline with a hammer. Nice nifty dribble inside. Pulled that out of his his hat.
On the other end, KD and Beal had 14 apiece, both returning from injuries to a struggling Phoenix squad. And boy, they made a huge difference right from the tip-off.
The Suns team is minus 69 points. He hits a little mid-range shot there to give the Suns their biggest lead in this first half. Beal in open lane, gets by Davis and sneaks one home.
It was a 2-point game at halftime, but nobody could have predicted what would happen in the third.
They went 1 and 6.
Oh, he's cooking now.
Booker, little fadeaway right there, 17.
It's going to be a heat check here for Booker.
Down goes Reeves, and the shot by Booker is in.
Devin Booker went on a personal 13-2 run to put the Suns up by 11 in just 2 minutes. And when you add KD to the equation, it's game over.
Teaming up with, oh, look at Durant! Accelerate and drive and knife for 2.
Just a quick reminder that I got some new designs up on my merch store and I love how they came out. We got Luka with the smoking rifle here in the Wild West. Then there is this Wemby design that looks awesome, really emphasizing his length. And check out Book here with his fancy retro car and the Arizona desert in the background. Of course, I have to have a shirt for Lakers Nation as well, so here you have Bron, AD, and Reeves. Click the link in the description and check them out. The Lakers defense started to fall apart. They couldn't stop anything and they were letting players shoot wide open shots. So by the end of the third quarter, the lead ballooned to 20 points. And in the fourth, Phoenix was just toying with the Lakers.
A spin, a twirl, rejection by Beal. Slots it away.
It's to Kevin Durant.
Into Davis, Durant. Oh, what a fake. What a fake by Kevin Durant. It's Phoenix's biggest lead.
A blowout win for the Suns at the end behind 72 points from their big three. Phoenix is 9-1 when Durant is in the lineup now and 1-6 when he's out. That's an insane record with and without him, but it's nowhere near as crazy as Elfrid Payton's numbers, who came back to the NBA after 900 days out of the league. And the comeback was epic. 21 assists in a game is ridiculous. You gotta check out exactly what happened right here in this video. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.